Hello, collective. Welcome and welcome back to the underground, you guys. We're going to get into another reading for you to see what the messages are when it comes to love, you guys. This could be platonic love, romantic love, any type of love. This could be about your passions, things that you love. Take it how it resonates, everyone. Okay? Don't bring anything into your life that does not belong, you guys. And remember to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe, okay? Get in the comments. Let me know if it resonates for you guys. The way we're going to structure this reading, because you should be seeing this on Monday. Happy Monday, my loves. I hope your Monday went well. But the way we're going to structure this today is basically how you're being seen, how you're being viewed when it comes to love, how people are observing you when it comes to love and relationships, okay? And kind of a few details regarding those types of situations. Now, I'm trying to see, maybe I need to do this with the oracle. That's probably how we're going to do it. That's a little different. Let's spice it up, okay? Let's do something a little different. People could be seeing you as spicy, but I don't know. We're going to see what the cards say. If y'all want to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box below. And remember, this is for the collective, so the messages may or may not resonate. And if they don't fret, okay? Because there's more than likely a reading on the channel for you, or your situation will be highlighted at some point in the future, okay? Ooh, get it together. So nasty and so rude. Ooh. All right, so let's see for the collective. Guardian angels, archangels, oops, spirit guides and ancestors. Oh, child. Spirit guides and ancestors are the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God, when it comes to how the collective is being seen, how they're being viewed by individuals observing them when it comes to love, please show us. Okay, one more time. Okay, please show us what we need to see. So how you're being viewed. Who's viewing you that way or seeing you that way? Interesting. What are their intentions? All right. Squad. Why you're being seen that way. The person's next actions. How you feel about them. What's hidden. The possible outcome. And advice. Ooh. Let's get into it. Let's proceed, okay? This is crazy. So how you're being viewed, TikTok. This could be on TikTok. Literally, this could be on the social media platform of TikTok. You may have some admirers. You may have some people observing you and what you post. But it's definitely indicative of time, okay? Somebody views you as being very busy, okay? They may view you as someone who procrastinates, someone who has a lot on their plate. Maybe you have a lot of deadlines that you have to reach, or there's a lot of things that you have to do in a certain timely fashion. I was going to say 4 o'clock, but actually that's 3:55. 3:55 could be significant. You could be seeing 3:55. Okay, there could be something in regards to 355. Maybe you were born March 5th, 1995. I don't know, child. But maybe you were born in the 50s. Okay, shout out to you, honey. But there is basically a consensus or a way that a particular person is viewing you that shows that maybe you're too busy for them. Maybe you're avoiding them. I feel like someone is observing you as being very busy, not having a lot of time, or kind of pushing them off, pushing them away. With this red flag here, there may be a reason for that, okay? And when it comes to who's viewing you that way, I don't know, all right? I don't know. We also have frenemy out here, somebody who could be starting drama, okay? Somebody who gossips with the spilling the beans card, because what's hidden is spilling the beans. Revealing secrets. Cats out of the bag. Untrustworthy. And you may be picking up on that, and that's why you're not giving this person the time of day. Jeez. Okay, at the bottom, we have key player, important person, playing an essential role, and irreplaceable. Okay? So, let us get into it for you guys. All right? So, you're being viewed as all of the things that I described with this TikTok card. Time sensitive. Time is of the essence. The person who's viewing you this way is turned. The turn up king, the turn up queen, somebody who's a party animal, somebody who could be associated with schmecks, rugs with a D and an S at the end, and alcohol, surface pleasures. This is somebody who's not very deep. They don't have a lot of depth. Their behavior is a little bit wild, crazy, and they may have addictions, okay? Their intentions, squad, reconciliation, soul tribe, close friends. This person wants you to be a part of their squad. That's their intention. They want to reconcile with you because they feel like you guys have a connection. You're part of the same soul tribe. They feel like you're a close friend, okay? But you don't make time for them. And that, to me, it's coming off energetically as this person feeling like that, possibly upsets them a little bit, or it rubs them in the wrong way, or it makes them feel, unappreciated, okay? They cherish your connection, all right? Now, why you're being seen this way is detective. So this person is snooping on your social media, specifically TikTok, digging for dirt, accusations, trying to figure out. I feel like this person is trying to figure out how they can blame you for maybe like not making enough time for them. I don't know if this is a lover, a past lover, but it's somebody from your past. It's somebody who maybe you had a dispute or disagreement with, someone who you don't have the same relationship with them now as you did at one point in your life or at a point in the past. It's like they're looking at your social media, or they're looking at what you're doing, spying, trying to find information on you, very curious about what it is that you're doing. And that's why they have this determination about you, that maybe you are pushing them away, or that you're too busy for them, or that you're giving them the runaround when it comes to hanging out. Wow. The person's next actions. We have skirt, yeetus, quick getaway, the runner escaping. So they may be feeling like you're escaping, or you're being a runner, running away from them in a situation, and they may be trying to chase after you. Okay. This person could also be trying to get out of accountability for something, get away from something, get out of something, but they're going to end up tripping up. They're going to end up falling. They're going to end up basically doing something reckless, I feel, in order to run away from accountability or something like that. Not take accountability, not take ownership. Oh my gosh. How you feel about this person is that they're a frenemy. You don't trust them. You feel like they're fake. You feel like they're two-faced, and you feel like they have a hidden agenda, hidden intentions. That's crazy. But I feel like you guys are right, because in the advice, it says that this person is a red flag. You've seen the warning signs. Spirit is trying to confirm to you, hey, the warning signs that you saw and that we showed you, they're accurate. Take heed to them, because dealing with this person will put you in a precarious position, or it will cause you to be faced with a risky situation. And I think because you are a key player, or you're an important person, maybe you have some type of clout, you have popularity, you do something online, or you just are somebody who's important in the world, whether you do something online or not. Like, you could just be posting about your life, and whatever job that you have is very important. It's like you're irreplaceable. So if something happens to you, or if you end up in a jam because of this person's irresponsibility, you know, there's something important that you won't be able to do because they got you caught up in something that you shouldn't be caught up in. And I think that's why your intuition is so strong about who this person is. Yeah. Possible outcome, lift off, fast action, progression, forward. Okay. The wait is over. Something is about to take off for you. And I feel like whoever this is observing that, whether there's a romantic connection or not, whether this is platonic love or not. I feel like something is taking off for you guys and you're about to blast off. And this person has been gossiping about you and you don't even know it, but you can sense it. Wow. So how you're being viewed, the TikTok card. Why is this how the collective is being viewed when it comes to these messages? Why is the TikTok card here for how they're being viewed? Ooh, because that bitch is spying on you. Page of Swords reverse. Trying to spy. Trying to snoop. Because as this person investigates your accounts, your social media, as this person looks into what it is that you're doing, this is what they're seeing. It's like, oh, collective is going out here and doing this and being there, but they're not making any plans with me. Yeah, goof, because you're probably a problem. Wow. You're sending a clear message. That is the name of this reading. You are sending a clear message to whoever this person is. 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. Yep. Your priorities are becoming clear when it comes to what you want, what you see as important in your life. This person is seeing clearly that they are not someone who you feel should be made a priority. You're choosing to hang out with other people. You're choosing to date other people. You're choosing to do other things. And I feel like this person is, with the King of Wands, it doesn't automatically symbolize anger that someone has for you or animosity that someone has for you. But I kind of get, just because the fist is balled up here, that this person is a little bit angry because they're watching you prioritize other people, places, and things in your life, and they're confused. But it kind of feels like, to me, if I'm looking at the situation from your perspective, you guys are asking this person energetically, like, bitch, why are you confused as to how I'm treating you? You should know why I'm treating you the way I'm treating you. You always turn up, you're nosy, you gossip, you talk too much about people. If you're gossiping about somebody else, like collective, this is what I see you saying. If you're gossiping about other people to me, then what are you saying to other people about me type of energy? I'm about to take off. I'm a key player. I have an important role to play. I'm confident in who I am. I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to step into my power and be who it is that I was called to be. And all you want to do is turn up. Wow. This person is confused as to why you're making something a priority, or why you're making someone else a priority over them, or why you're prioritizing something else that you're doing over hanging out with them. And that is a problem. They're confused. Wow. Who's seeing you this way? The Turnt card. Why is the Turnt card here for the person seeing collective this way? They always drunk or high. 7 of Cups. It's something about that. Excuse me. Hierophant and the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person is possibly an alcoholic. But they're also, this is also, again, reaffirming and confirming the fact that this person is always confused as to how you feel, or they don't know how they feel. They could even be somebody who you wanted to date, but they didn't commit to you. They sent you mixed signals. They projected these confusing emotions. And for some of you, it could be a person who always feels a certain way about situations and you don't always agree with how they feel, or you don't always agree with their opinion or perspective, right? Somebody who's very stubborn, somebody who's very stuck in their ways, somebody who never really bends, or they don't have the ability to be objective about situations. It's like they're very narrow-minded. Could be a Taurus, Libra, almost at Virgo, Capricorn. This could be somebody who may get drunk and want to be all lovey-dovey with you, but then when they're sober, it's like they don't act the same way towards you. It could be a number of things. What's the Seven of Cups with this Tarot card? They also don't know when to stop, because I'm seeing this pineapple here, and for some reason, I'm thinking of like the safe word when somebody says pineapple. Was that on the Pineapple Express movie? I don't know. But it feels like there's somebody doesn't have a safe word, or somebody doesn't know when to stop. This is somebody who does too much. All the time they do too much. What's the Seven of Cups with this Tarot card? Thank you. Ooh, not the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. This person also feels like it's clear that you're betraying them in some way. Like they feel, I'm not saying that these are accurate sentiments to the situation. I'm telling you what you need to know about this person, okay? Because they could be completely delusional. Okay. But it feels like they feel that they are right, or they feel like they're correct, or they feel like their feelings are valid in how they feel. It's like this is somebody who feels as if you make them feel bad because you didn't want to accept their ways or accept their behavior or agree with their perspective. Yeah, Temperance and the Nine of Wands. Oh my God. They could even get very aggressive with you when they get drunk. This person could drink a lot and they constantly get aggressive, or they get very handsy. They're touching you too much. They're doing too much physical stuff. Like, I don't know exactly what this is, but it's somebody who, to me, doesn't want to take accountability for their ways. They don't want to take accountability for how they come off, how they act, how they present themselves, how they make you feel in situations. It's always you who's the one who has to understand them. It's always you who's the one who has to pacify them and reaffirm and reassure them and, you know, build them up when they're down or something like that. They are the type of person who oversteps boundaries, like all the time. And it's very confusing because with the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords, that's not a great combination. The evidence that you have over time and the history that you've had with this person shows you that they are not to be trusted, or that there's some type of manipulation, deceit, lies, betrayal, illusions, confusion, delusional behavior that's going on here. And I just feel like you guys aren't with that shit because you've invested a lot of time and energy into this person, and I feel like you haven't received, or you feel as if you haven't received the same type of respect back. It kind of gives a vibe where they feel the same way, but I don't think those feelings are founded, honestly. Like, it kind of feels like they feel the same way, but it's because they're trying to cope with the boundaries that you set and they don't like it. The only reason why they feel like they're being cheated or they are, you know, being taken advantage of by you, or that you toss them in the trash or whatever they feel, is because they didn't want to respect a boundary that you have and you probably put your foot down. Now, child, this reading right here, y'all be sure to like the video. Oh man, what are their intentions? The squad card. Why is the squad card here? Five of Wands? I couldn't even hold on to it. Whatever their argument is very weak. They have a weak argument, or they have a weak point of view, or they have like a weak grievance. Like whatever they're upset about, it's like unfounded. If they took it to court, the judge would say, get the fuck out my courtroom. Okay? I feel like this person is also competing with you. And there's something about you being a friend to them and not an enemy that they want, right? Because if you're a part of their squad, if you're a part of their quote unquote soul tribe, if you're one of their close friends, then it's easier for them to compete with you. If you're a part of their squad, close friends, their tribe, if you're in the clique with them, not only is it easier for them to compete with you, but it's also like some weird validation that they receive from that. I feel like this is a person who likes to collect minions. That's crazy. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Yeah. I feel like you see that they try to compete with you. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Friends, community, recognition. I feel like this person receives recognition when you hang out with them, or they receive recognition when you're on their arm, or when they're on your arm. For my guys, clock it. Okay? If you go out with this person, they want to go out with you because you dress well, or you smell good, or you attract the opposite sex. You attract whoever they are attracted to. And if you're with them, then that means that they don't have to compete with you. If you guys are in a group together and you go places, or you go out with this person on dates, it's like, I'm going to explain it for men, right? But as a feminine energy, if you go out with this person and drink with this person, go to the club with this person, hit the bars with this person, go to activities with this person, festivals, concerts, whatever, and you're with them as a friend, right? Man or woman, any denomination, any, way that you see yourself, however you guys are grouped, them having you with them means that the attention can still be on them, even though they know it's on you, but you're going to attract it to them by default. And if you aren't friends with them, and you aren't cool with them, and y'all aren't in the same groups together, and you go to the same places, you're going to take the attention away from them. That's why they would rather reconcile with you, or come together with you, or go somewhere with you, be on the same team. Because they know if you're not on their team, since you're the star player, the key player, the important person, if you're not on their team, then that means they lose that attention. Now, when it comes to the opposite sex, if you're dating someone, or if you even LGBTQ plus, whatever, their goal is to have you with them in a relationship, or have some type of claim or ownership over you, because when they're out in the quote unquote jungle of, communities and society and social settings, them being able to say, oh yeah, I'm with collective. Oh yeah, I'm fucking collective. Oh yeah, I'm, sleeping next to collective every night. It's like a power play. It's like a flex. That's crazy. Yeah. Friends with the star, friends with the influencer, friends with the most important person, the MVP. Wasn't there a song that had the MVP in it? I can't remember. One more card for this 5 of Wands and squad. Oh my God. Jesus. Temperance and the 2 of Pentacles, similar energy. Justice reversed and the Swords reversed. I feel like this person knows that they betrayed you in some way. I feel like this person knows that they lied to you. They were unfair to you. And with the Temperance and the 2 of Pentacles, it's like this person teeter-totters back and forth. They have an internal conflict going on. They don't know what they want. But they know that it was easier, it was better when you guys were hanging out together. Or when you guys were in a relationship. This person doesn't know what they want because they go back and forth from feeling guilty about not treating you fairly. They go back and forth from feeling like they betrayed you and they need to make up for it to being like, no, because then their ego comes in and then they're like, no. Collective betrayed me. Collective did me wrong. Collective was unfair to me. I feel like they want to balance out disagreements with you, but they're at conflict or at war with themselves because internally they feel like they shouldn't have to do that. It's definitely pride. It's definitely ego. And the pride and the ego within them is winning. Their shadows are winning. Ooh, excuse me. 5 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. They're insecure. They don't know what to do. They don't know they're trying to make a decision. They don't know what decision to make. They feel something is missing when you're not there, but they also feel this competitive energy towards you when they're in your presence. They also feel like you've left them out in the cold, like you're isolating them from... I feel like this person takes claim over some type of success in your life or something. But again, being the MVP, it's a flex to either be with you or be your friend. So if they have that weird kind of like distorted perspective about what being your friend actually means, and they're looking at it as something more transactional than a real genuine connection, then they're going to feel animosity about you cutting them off because they feel entitled to whatever it is that you provide. That's crazy. Why you're being seen in the way you're being seen? Detective. Why is this detective card here? 8 of Swords. I feel like they watch you all the time. They think about you all the time, or they are always like envious and jealous, comparing themselves to you, in competition with you, and lying to themselves about it. That's crazy. 3 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. This person could be worried or anxious that they're not going to be included in something, and they're holding on to this, like, I feel like they're holding on to this time in their life where you were in their life, or you guys were cool with each other, or you guys were together where things were good for them. I'm telling you. What's the 8 of Swords with this detective? It's reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. They can't stand it. They hate the fact that they think about you all the time, or they hate the fact that they always have this urge to check your social media or look into what you're doing or try to figure out what's going on. Empress, Ace of Swords. Wow. It's like this person tricked themselves for, I want to say years. They tricked themselves for a long time into thinking that they were the reason for the season. But really, they're finding out that you're the reason for the season. Really, they're finding out that you're the main character and that they're the supporting character. You're the captain. I feel like they're also looking for some type of sign to tell them that you're worried, or you're thinking about them, or you're stressed out about something in your life. Like, it feels like somebody is looking for signs that show them that things aren't going well for you, because then it'll validate their emotions. Jeez. What is this person's next actions? The skirt. Why is it skirt? Why is this here for their next action, Spirit? The Hermit. I feel like it was kind of in reverse. I feel like whoever this is not learning from the past. They're refusing to look at their actions. I'm telling you, this person is trying to run from accountability. Ace of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. They're going to want to gossip with you about something or tell you about something that they want to convince you don't know. They're trying to see if there's an opportunity where they can butter you up or tell you what you want to hear. But you already know whatever they're going to tell you, or you're already aware of whatever information that they have. It's not like they're really spilling any tea. What's the Hermit reverse with this skirt energy for their next actions? Ooh, Queen of Cups reverse, bitch. Oh. I feel like they may also approach you and be like, oh, I'm going to give you the opportunity to tell the truth. They could even be trying to act like they're catching you in some type of lie or something. It feels dumb. This person, whatever they're going to do next is something dumb. It's something stupid. It's something reckless. It's something irresponsible that aligns with who they are and how little they've evolved. It aligns with their personality of like not being able to see deeper or be objective about a situation. And whatever this is that they're going to do is going to embarrass them. Like they're going to fall, or they're going to, I don't want to say they're going to have an accident. I don't think that's what it is. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, even if that was true. But what I'm saying is like, they're going to do something out of a place of insecurity. They're going to feel insecure. Yeah. 3 of Swords, 8 of Cups. They're feeling hurt. They may even tell a lie. Whatever they're going to do is stupid though. Whatever this is that they're doing is happening because they're feeling overwhelmed with their emotions due to the fact that you've walked away or detached from them. So this could be them gossiping about you. That's what they're doing. And it's confirmed with what's hidden. They're gossiping about you and saying things about you that paint you in a negative light because of their insecurities. This could even be lies, to be honest with you. They're lying on you. They're saying things about you. They're discussing secrets or talking about things that they want people to think that they know, but they don't. It's kind of like situations like when people get famous and then you see all the little roaches from their past come out and be like, oh, collective. The only reason why they famous is because this, and you don't know what they did back in 2nd grade when we was in elementary school. Like, shut up. You sound dumb. Your claim to fame is dogging somebody else out, and that's stupid. Your claim to fame is trying to embarrass somebody else, and that makes you look even more ignorant. Your claim to fame is trying to shit on somebody else when they're at their high point, which further clarifies and solidifies and guarantees the fact that you are insecure and that you're a hater. It's haters everywhere. It's a damn pandemic, epidemic. That's crazy. And that's why you feel the way you feel about this person. And then it's like, how the fuck? Let me calm down. Bitch, how you gonna sit here and be confused as to why collective don't want to deal with you? Because it's delusions. It's trying to distract from the truth. It's lying, cheating, stealing, and omitting information so that people are confused about who your true character really is, but then realizing that you can't actually hide it and then running from accountability, trying to blame everybody else when all you need to do is just look in the mirror and fix your own shit. Ooh, let me stop. Let me keep going. How you feel about them is a frenemy. Why is the frenemy card here for how the collective feels about this person? 8 of Wands reverse. Because they a snake tongue, slick talking little rat. Yeah, you feel that they haven't moved on from something, or they still can't move on from something. Tower, 3 of Cups. They may have even tried to call you out in public. I feel like this person is like, oh, when I see collective, next time I see collective, I'm finna do this and I'm finna do that. And I feel like some of you guys are in positions where literally, because this person is saying these things, you are being pulled in other directions. So if they say, oh, next time I see collective, I'm gonna swing on them. Well, bitch, good luck, because spirit is not allowing collective to be around you. Next time I see collective, I'm going to call them out and I'm going to step to them and tell them how I really feel about them. Well, joke's on you, bitch, because you ain't going to see collective. You ain't never going to be able to do that. And it kind of feels like this person is going to try to air their grievances out online or send subliminal messages online to try to make you feel insecure or to try to make you feel crazy or to try to even blackmail you or whatever the situation is. But they're never going to get the opportunity to say what it is that they really want to say. I feel like you are shocked at what you're hearing from this person, or you're shocked at what's, going through the grapevine about what this person is doing. It's like all of a sudden you decided that you didn't want to go any further with this. All of a sudden you decided that you didn't want to move forward with this person. And you basically no longer took action towards the friendship because you see them as being fake, two-faced, and they have hidden agendas and intentions. Wow. What's the Eight of Wands reversed for this frenemy card? Ooh! Not the High Priestess falling out swiftly in reverse underneath the Queen of Cups reversed. They may have even tried to... This person may have even tried to lie to you or manipulate you or cause drama for you that put you in a negative position. You know what I mean? Like, because they're a liar, because they're a deceiver, because they didn't tell you all the information and maybe you defended them or stood up for them or had their back. They made you look stupid or ignorant. And you like, bitch, never again. Never again will I go against my intuition. I feel like also a secret came out about this person, something that they were hiding from you, or the fact that they gossiped about some of your secrets. Yeah. Empress at the bottom and the Queen of Swords. Yeah. You just know that hanging out with them or dealing with them or dating them would go against the flow. It would go against your intuition or your better judgment, because you see clearly that this person either pops off and gets angry, starts fights, gets in trouble, just does things that are toxic. That's what it feels like. What's hidden? Spilling the beans, revealing secrets, cats out of the bag, untrustworthy. That's what this person is trying to hide from you, but I don't think they're doing a very good job. Why is this spilling the beans here for what's hidden? All these cards are in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is significant. 8 of Wands, 8 of Swords. We saw the 8 of Cups. So this definitely could be about work. This definitely could be about somebody being jealous of what you do for work, jealous of your career, jealous of your business. Yeah. Queen of Swords reversed. 4 of Wands reversed. They're gossiping about something that happened at your house, their house, and it's like they're bitter about it or they're still angry about it. They're also gossiping about a relationship or a breakup or a divorce that you went through. And they're possibly trying to act like you're bitter or angry about it or something like that. Maybe it's their relationship with you or a relationship you have with somebody else. The moon, but it's a secret. It could be a family secret. This could be a family member. Cancer energy. But it feels like there's some type of secret or something that's hidden when it comes to something involving a divorce, a relationship, a marriage, or a home. Something that happened in and around a home. Something that happened like inside. Secrets inside. What the heck? But it's an illusion, or it's like the way that they're presenting it is not accurate. Or this could be them trying to say that the way that you're presenting yourself is not accurate to who you really are because of what they know about your past relationships, or what they know about your past living situations, or your current living situation, or what they know about something that you did, something that happened in your house, possibly something that happened with your kids, your family, right? Like, God forbid anything ever happened in your life. Now they fake, they this, they that. Yeah. So either they're portraying themselves as innocent when they may not actually be innocent, or they're portraying you as claiming to be all perfect when in reality you got all these things going on and all these problems and you're such a horrible person. Sounds crazy, right? What's this Four of Wands reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed? Oh, collective is still angry and bitter that we broke up, or I broke up with them. Collective is still this and that. Yeah. Or if it's a platonic situation or a family situation, somebody's like, oh yeah, collective is still mad that I called them out and I told them what it was and what stood on business. You know, they mad that I ate. You know, that's no. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. They mad that I didn't want to deal with them. They mad that I didn't want to be friends with them. They owe me money. It's just hearsay. I just heard philanderous. What does that even mean? What does philanderous mean?
Philanderer means a man who readily or frequently enters into casual sexual relationships with women. A womanizer.
Oh, I didn't even know. I'm telling y'all, my brain is a dictionary. I used to read the dictionary as a child. Somebody's philanderous. They could be saying that about you. Somebody could be saying that you're promiscuous, but in reality, they're promiscuous. Somebody could be saying that you're bitter about a breakup or a divorce, but really they are. This could be an ex-roommate that's upset that you kicked them out, and they're trying to tell people, oh, you know, collective is just upset that I moved out and didn't want to live with them anymore. It sounds like crazy stuff like that. And when the shift happened, I feel like really the reason why this person is saying all these things or gossiping about you is because they're angry that things ended up working out for you after the fact. Even if they were the one who broke up with you, even if they were the one who filed for divorce, even if they were the one who said they didn't want to be friends anymore, even if they came out of the situation looking as if they would come out on top, the way the tables have turned have shown that whatever power that they held at one point or another, they no longer hold it. And that's what's hidden, is that the reason why they're upset and they're gossiping, or the reason why, you know, you can't really trust them is because the tables have turned. Now they want to be petty. Well, one more card. What's the Tower? Three of Pentacles. Or you got fired, or I don't know what the heck this is. I feel like this is because you're getting recognition too, because this liftoff card is here. I feel like you're getting recognition for your work, what you do for work, your business, and this person is going to be planting these little seeds of gossip and lies and doubt to try to destroy something that you're building, or destroy your reputation, or make you lose out on an opportunity. But they're going to end up looking a fool. Title card, Eight of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing for work or whatever your career is, you're taking off. You're really good at what it is that you do. That's why you have the title that you have. And they're bitter about not being in a relationship, not being your friend anymore, not being connected to you anymore, not being able to mooch off of your star player energy. So the possible outcome. Why is this liftoff card here for the possible outcome? Ooh, Moon reversed. Secrets are being revealed. High Priestess is in reverse. I feel like you guys know or knew that you need to separate with this person, because when the truth comes out, when the dust settles, when the chips fall, it's like you knew that they were going to be a liability, or you knew that they really didn't have your back. That's kind of what it feels like to me. So you cut ties before it got to that point. You cut ties in advance so that they wouldn't be able to ruin something for you, and so that it would be clear that they held some type of secret animosity or had some type of hidden resentment towards you. Yeah. Page of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Because I hear people asking a question. I hear people asking like, well, if collective is so horrible, or if collective is so bad, or if collective is so fake, like, aren't you glad that you aren't friends with them? Aren't you glad that you're not with them no more? Like, aren't you glad that they're not in your life anymore? Like, why are you so pressed about it? That's what I hear in my head. Page of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is just about what you're meant to do, what you're meant to achieve in your life, becoming clear, being revealed. And you're making progress with your goals. Your path is clear. You know what you're meant to do in life. What's the moon reverse for this liftoff? For the possible outcome? Emperor. Wow. Yeah, whoever's the real powerful player, or whoever's the real emperor or the real empress, please stand up. Please stand up. Ooh, imitators. I'm Slim Shady. Yes, I'm the real Shady. All the other Slim Shadys are just imitators. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Dum 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 dum. Period. Spirit is on your side because they like, look, they like, collective. They telling you, they said, collective, we agree with you. We told you probably months ago that this person was bad news, that you should go ahead and let it go. We're happy that you did. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. A big opportunity is coming in for you guys that could lead to a lot of money, a lot of recognition, a position of power, management roles. This could be in your own business. You're cultivating a legacy and you're moving forward towards it so that you can have peace in your life and make your dreams come true. Shift your perspective, change your outlook, change your outcome. Like, if you came from poverty, you're just trying to work towards a more peaceful existence. If you came from an abusive marriage or relationship, you're trying to work towards a more peaceful existence. You just want to have just a positive experience in life. You want things to work out. But I feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like something is really about to work out for you. And it's going to be working out for a long time. What's this Emperor and the Moon reverse? Ooh, 2 of Swords and the Chariot, the Fool card, 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. Wow. So, yeah, somebody's holding on to resentment or anger or disappointment that you were able to free yourself, or you were able to get free of something that they're not yet free of. And it's like, bitch, if you let me stop calling this person a bitch. Let me be nice. My lip is poking out at the bottom like Trump. Let me be nice. If this individual would have been able to see clearly, maybe if they would have put the bottle down or the blunt down or whatever they was holding it long enough to see clearly what God, Spirit, Source was trying to show them, they would understand that you being a part of their life was supposed to inspire them to move forward so that they could achieve the same things. But since they have this competitive energy with you and they're always trying to one up you, they were too confused or too delusional to be able to see that. Because they were never happy for you. Somebody who was really your cheerleader and somebody who was really happy for you wouldn't feel the need to compete with you. They would see your wins as their wins. Just like more than likely you saw their wins as yours. Because it feels like this is a person who you constantly were pouring into. This feels like a person who you were constantly motivating and you were constantly picking them up. And they never did the same thing for you. And it gives the vibe that you've become a person who wants to manifest similar connections into your life that you give to other people. You don't want to be with people who deplete you and you're the only one giving. You don't want to be with people who are bad influences when you're trying to be a good influence. You can't, it just doesn't mix. You can't serve two masters. And it's like this person can want what you have all day long, or they can want to be with you all day long. But if they're serving a different master and they don't understand that that's a problem, they will never be able to reach the level that you reached. They'll never be able to have what it is that you have. And unfortunately, at different points in our life, in order for you to grow and evolve, you got to understand that unfortunately, we're all at that point in our life at some point or another. More than likely, if you're being real with yourself and you're taking accountability as the person watching this video, you will understand that there has been a point in your life where you had that attitude towards other people and you were envious and jealous of other people who were having things that you felt like you deserved to have, but that weren't showing up in your life. And for those of you who are really at a level that you want to continue to grow and improve, I feel like you're able to be humble enough and have enough humility to see that within this person and not hold it against them. But it doesn't mean just because you don't hold it against them that you want them to be around fucking up shit in your life. Clock it, bitch. Okay. Two of Swords, Chariot. You don't see right now that something is about to blast off and take off and move forward really quickly. And it's going to free you up to travel. It's going to free you up to have more control and stability and security in your life. It's going to free you up to feel the autonomy to make certain decisions in your life. Some of you guys are going to be free from some type of disappointment or lamentation about what is not working out for you. So if you do find yourself in this position where you're looking at other people, because like I tell anybody, okay, like I try to express in every sentiment wherever I am online, it's like the best way for you to evolve and grow, the best way for you to manifest what it is that you want, the best way for you to move forward and make progress is to see how the negative aspects of these readings can apply to you as well. That's what makes you invincible. That's what makes you successful. Is that when you can see these aspects of negativity pop out in these readings, because that's what tarot is for, you can be mature enough to understand the parts of yourself where those sentiments ring true, and then figure out the source of why you feel that way, figure out the source of where that energy is coming from within you, and then eradicate that shit so nothing leaves you vulnerable. And a lot of you guys, the possible outcome is what it is because you're starting to do that in your life, or you've been doing that consistently in your life, and now it's time for you to be rewarded. And somebody is secretly tripping the fuck out because of that. That is crazy. Okay, red flag for advice. Why is that the advice, Spirit? Red flag. 9 of Cups. Heard it all before. Baby this, baby that, but your lies ain't working now. Look who's hurting now. See, I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. All of your sweet talk. Queen of Pentacles and the title card. Whatever title that you have, whatever job, career, business, whatever you've built, cultivated, risen up from the ground up that you have, you cannot afford to have distractions. You cannot afford to let people in on what you got going on, especially those who got loose lips. Loose lips sink ships. And you already in a boat that's got swords in it. We saw the 6 of Swords. It ain't out here, but we saw the 6 of Swords earlier. And if you got the wrong people around you, it is the difference between whether or not your situation is a make or break situation. I also feel like you are very resourceful. You have a lot to offer. You may be very wealthy. You may have a lot of income coming in, especially if something that you're doing is about to take off, and you don't need no weak links. Somebody having a contract with you, working with you, being your employee, being your husband, being your wife, being your friend. That's a hot commodity and it's very valuable. And Spirit is trying to get you to see that so that you don't fall for somebody's bullshit. It's very, you are coveted. What's the Nine of Cups with this red flag? Four of Swords reversed. Yeah. I feel like Spirit is also saying to speak up about what you see, speak up about what you know, speak up about the information that you have. I also feel like this person, if they are exposing secrets about you or creating some type of distortion, disease, dissatisfaction, disruption, if they're creating if they're trying to dish you, talk shit about you, whatever, and they're exposing secrets or they're trying to bring something up from the past, it's going to work out in your favor. It's actually going to, I feel like, make you either more popular or it's going to give you more clout. It's just going to help you. It's going to draw more people to what it is that you're doing to see why somebody is hating on you so bad. Strength card. King of Swords. Interesting. Leo energy. I feel like you're doing something that takes a lot of courage. I also feel like you are really being wise about what it is that you say, how it is that you say it, what you text people, what you voice note people. Like there's something that you're holding back from saying because you feel like it's wiser for you to only speak about certain things or only give certain details. And I feel like someone else is like doing the opposite. I'm not exactly sure how to explain this. I feel like there's something courageous that you're doing. Spirit is acknowledging that whatever you're doing is very courageous, and you understand that it will rub people the wrong way or it'll make people feel insecure. And that's what's being reaffirmed for you. That's what's being confirmed in this advice, is that, yeah, this person is a red flag. And it's because whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're saying, whatever knowledge that you have, whatever experience that you've gained, whatever you're being courageous about, whatever you're talking about, whatever you're discussing, whatever you're doing, is something that not everybody can do. And it's going to rub people the wrong way. And they're warning you that this is one of the people who are being rubbed the wrong way. They want you to know your value, remember your value, and understand that you are a key player. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Anything else that the collective, let's see. Let me make sure the video's still going. This one wasn't too bad at all. Cancer energy, Libra energy, Taurus energy, Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, Aries, Taurus again, Cancer again. I think I already said that. Capricorn, Scorpio. Yeah. Leo. Anything else the collective needs to know when it comes to how they're being seen? Thoughts. Yeah. Whoever this is, they feel like they have unfinished business. Like you moved on. Thief. And message of concern. Yeah. This is either a distraction that somebody is trying to create for you so that you get kind of like off your path a little bit. This could also be somebody trying to steal your shine or distract you from what you're thinking about by making you stressed or worried about something. You have something of value that someone is thinking about. And when they find out about like what you're doing or what things are happening in your life that are positive, it feels like they're thinking about how they missed an opportunity or there's unfinished business, or it's like they're trying to connive and come up with a way that they can distract you or get back into your life to take the shine off of whatever good thing is happening for you. That's what it feels like. What else does the collective need to know when it comes to how they're being seen? Unexpected income. Yep. You're about to get some money, or you're about to get an increase in your income. You worked for it, you earned it, but I just don't think you're expecting for it to come. Great fortune, child, expectation. Wow. something is coming sooner than what you think, or there's going to be something that you receive that it's like you didn't expect it to be that much, right? Like if you get a bonus at work, if you find out that you're getting a promotion and your pay is going to increase, you're not expecting, you know, your pay is going to go up, but you're not expecting it to go up that much. If you get a check from a job that you did and it was a delay in your payment, maybe they decided because you were patient, you waited for your payment, that, you know, they would give you a little extra off the top for your convenience or for your inconvenience, right? It kind of feels like there's some type of great fortune that you know is supposed to come to you, or something that you expect a little bit to receive, but that you may not fully believe is going to happen until you see it. It's not that you don't have faith, but it's kind of like you're not trying to have unrealistic expectations, or you want to be grounded and logical about what you expect out of a situation, but it's like something is going to be bigger than what you expect, or it's going to be more than what you expect, or it's going to happen sooner than what you expect. And this is going to completely end a cycle that I feel like possibly has been very tedious and stressful. Somebody thinks that they're going to be able to steal this from you or take this away from you in some way or form, some way, shape, or form, because they have a connection to you that's very outdated. One more card for how the collective is being seen, what they need to know about this. One more card. Oh my God, that was a lot. Courthouse, wealthy man, bad health and occupation. Someone's trying to attach themselves to your business or your work or your career or your occupation because you are wealthy, and they're finding out. Somebody is gathering information about your income, your finances, your money, what you're getting, how much you make, where you live, everything, being nosy and doing all this detective work because they want to attach themselves to what it is that you're doing. False person. Message of concern. Or they feel entitled to it in some way. But this message of concern is not always bad. It may look bad on the surface, but it's not actually always like a negative thing. Maybe negative for them and not for you. One more card for how the collective is being viewed when it comes to these messages. What do they need to know for how they're being viewed when it comes to these messages? Mature woman. Interesting. Yeah, people see you as mature. Even if you're older, they see you as very wise and like deserving of whatever you have. Like even if it took you a long time to get there, and you know, maybe people who are older are not usually respected in this field. People respect you because of your character. I feel like even if you're young, people see you as very mature for your age. Ooh, despair. And lovers. Yep. Someone is not invited. They're not invited. It's because y'all have conflict, or y'all argue, or they try to create some type of disruption in your life. Somebody can't move on. Someone is not being included. Someone is possibly having headaches. Something about this person's mind, the air energy, they could be an air sign, Gemini specifically, possibly Libra or Aquarius. But because this person is left out, or because this person is down on their luck and they're not included in the group that you're being included in, they are feeling all these types of ways. But they got to look at themselves and look in the mirror and see where they're being false. They have to see where they're not living up to their truest potential. And I really feel like a lot of you guys supported this person to try to get them to see that. I kind of want to see. Swept up. Head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. Interesting. This could even be a situation where somebody dumped you, broke up with you, divorced you, because they thought you would never amount to anything, and now you are, and they feel stupid. What's the thoughts, unexpected income, and mature woman for the collective? What is this? Honeymooning. Love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. Yeah, so someone is getting swept up in their feelings. But it's because of the things that they're thinking about. When it comes to like how your life is going. Extra, dramatic, trying too hard, starter, shit starter. Oh my God, here go this card. Surprise me, doing too much, excessive, overindulgent. Yeah, so somebody is doing the most. Being extra and dramatic, trying too hard, going overboard because they have, like, they're in their feelings. And it has to do with your income. It has to do with your fortune and what they didn't expect. Ooh, unexpected. It's like you knew who you are. Maybe other people saw who you are. But this person never could see who it is that you are, or they were in denial about it. And they never expected you to make the money that you make or be doing what it is that you're doing. Because maybe they see you as dramatic. Maybe they see you as excessive. Maybe they see you as doing too much. Maybe they see you as like, you know. One more card for this thoughts, unexpected income, and mature woman. Lord. Black sheep. You're not the black sheep no more because that bitch was in reverse. Rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms. I feel like that's what you were doing. And this person, I feel like they were trying to fit in and you didn't care about fitting in. You were trying to stand out, or you were trying to do what was right even if it wasn't popular. And this person abandoned you because they felt like you would never amount to anything. This could be your parents. This could be your siblings. This could be anybody. New boo, new love, learning each other, flirtatious. Now you have a lot of people who are attracted to you, or a lot of things coming into your life, and you're a part of the it crowd. You're cool. You're a part of the club. You're getting invited to things. And this person, I feel like, either tried to keep you out of things and cast you out, or they never believed that you would be able to reach this point in your life. Receipts, evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. So yeah. There is evidence that this person treated you real bad. And now it's like clear that this person never expected you to amount to anything. So it's like they can't even come back from this. What's the honeymooning, black sheep, all these cards up here with the unexpected income, mature woman, thoughts. 5 of swords. They can't come back. That's crazy. Empress. And the strength card. They were weak. They didn't have enough courage to actually be a true friend. They didn't have enough courage to stick by you in hard times. They didn't have enough courage to suffer through the storm. Oh, wow. I made it through the wilderness. Yes, I made it through. Didn't know how lost I was until I found you. What is that? Is that from Greece? I don't know. Somebody could be from Greece. Or there could be a Greek mythology story that... I'm getting Hercules, you know? Like, there may be Greek mythology that explains this, like, situation, like an allegory or something like that. I don't know what I'm saying, child, but that's what it is. Let me give y'all some advice. What is the advice besides what we already have? Let me see. What deck do I want to use? This one right here. Gemstones. I feel like now this person is considered the black sheep, or now this person is an outcast. It could be like a similar situation that happened to Outkast. Because I remember, wasn't Outkast... Big Boy and Andre 3000, wasn't they like not really popular? I feel like people may have tried to like basically cheat them out of money or do something. It was something about how Outkast wasn't popular at first, but then they got very popular. people didn't vibe with their style. People didn't vibe with their swag. But then they just kept doing their own thing. And like, I feel like the first album wasn't the first album that Outkast did, or the first few pieces of material that they put out, more so trying to fit in with what was going on the scene. And then they wasn't really vibing with that. Then they changed their style and they was real eclectic, and people was like, oh, that's weird. But then they became real popular for it. Like, that's kind of what I feel. What's the advice for the collective when it comes to these messages, Spirit, overall? What is the overall advice for the collective in this situation? Oh, wow. Lust. The Black Princess Ruby. Lust. Each of us is born with a box of matches inside us, but we can't strike them all by ourselves. Interesting. So it kind of feels like, I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to forget that you're always going to need other people. Like, there's always going to be a codependency to some degree on other people, and that other people have on you. But I feel like there's also a need for everybody to understand the dynamics of balance in order for it to work. You know, there's conditions to everything. There's codependency in everything. But I really feel like there was something imbalanced between you and this person, or you and these people, where it's like, hey, I also need you to strike my matches just like I'm trying to strike yours. That's the vibe it's given. Fluorite, victory. I came, I saw, I conquered. Isn't that in Latin? I came, I saw, I conquered. I can't remember what the Latin phrase is, but I learned it in elementary school. So Greek and Latin, there's something about mythology. Larimar, be yourself. It says be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. That's your advice. The situations that you've experienced, you came, you saw them, you conquered them. I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you that you have a victory over a situation that was really imbalanced. And no matter how many people tried to make you feel bad or outcast you or ostracize you for who it is that you are and your different eccentricities, that Spirit just wants you to be yourself. And if anybody is trying to make you feel bad about that, or trying to shit talk you or talk down on your name, tarnish your character because of that, tell them motherfuckers to kick rocks barefoot with no shoes on, fresh out the what? Bathtub, bitch. Okay, period. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. I hope this reading helped you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, y'all be sure to let me know in the comments if it resonated. Get in the description box and book your reading if you want to get a personal. I cannot wait to see you guys there. I will see you guys next time. That's it. That's all. Love you. Bye.